No, this is not going to be an Epstein List video. We have more important things to talk about. Who else here thinks Lily Phillips will drop a video sleeping with 100 priests? Hello everyone, sorry for the lack of videos to my 3 loyal subscribers. I've just been busy with exams. Also, I did film this video before and deleted it accidentally. Trust me, I looked way better in the other video, but I'm like those mats when you go to someone's house and it says, sorry, we're out of Prosecco. You missed out yesterday, we had Prosecco or some shit like this. Anyway, let's get to the... Could it possibly be just another stunt? Just like the time she went to an elderly home care and slept with an old man.
So, I mean, I want to give all my fans the same experience, whether they're 18 or 80. I recently spoke to a fan who was in his 80s and he lived at a care home and showed them a good time like the rest of my fans.
So, Lily Phillips, the woman known for sleeping with 1,000 men, well, one of them, there's 2.
There can be only one.
Getting baptized as a Christian, and listen, I'm not here to say people can't change. People can change, but is there a chance that this isn't the case? Is there a chance this is a stunt? Yeah. Hi, I don't know why I'm not allowed to have sound. Maybe it's the sound of... This is the internet, nothing happens quietly anymore. Everything is content, everything is branding, everything is a storyline. And when someone goes from one extreme sexual spectacle to religious spectacle, it's hard not to think there's something going on. Because that's the thing, she mentioned she won't stop doing corn. So what's the angle? Rebrand or repentance? People online are split into 2 camps. Camp A, this could be real, let her come to God. In the Christianity subreddit, you got people saying they genuinely hope it's true, that she could become a powerful testimony that nobody is beyond forgiveness. Camp B, on the other hand, says this is performative and this camp is louder than the people admit. You got comments saying this feels staged, this rebaptism itself already suggests performance, not humility. One of the more common reactions is basically if it was real, it wouldn't need to be content. And I'm not going to lie, I'm closer to that camp personally. Not because I hate religion, I do, but because I hate the obvious bullshit. Christians reacting, predictably, this is the part that nobody wants to say out loud. A lot of Christians are celebrating this not just because a sinner came home, but because it's the perfect trophy story, like I mentioned. It lets them say, look, even this person has found God. And the internet noticed the irony immediately. Another comment floating around is that deeply repressed Christians are some of the biggest consumers of corn. Welcome to the dark side, boys. Grab an avocado and shove it up your ass. This is just reconnecting with customer base. That's brutal, but it's also not completely wrong. Half loneliness or horniness, half hypocrisy. If this is real, where is the actual change? Here's what people keep asking, and it's a fair question. Is she actually leaving that life behind? Or is just the baptism layered on top of the same behavior? Because another reaction I keep seeing was that she got baptized but kept the OnlyFans. No, I can't be the only one who immediately thought that her getting baptized meant she's also done with corn. After all, every corn actress and OF model, when they turn to Jesus, they also quit the industry. Such examples are Nala Ray, Haley Vernon, Black China, whose real name is Angela White. Not that one. You can't make this shit up. I hope that day never comes when you hear in the news that or see on TikTok that Angela White has found Jesus. I hope that women never find salvation. In fact, I hope you end up in hell, because I'll be there with you. Trust me, with the things I've done to your video. Maybe it's because I'm not a Christian. Maybe this sounds a little mean, but I call bullshit. I believe that these girls had their fun, made their money, and all of a sudden they used religion as a way to tell the world that they're better. And here's the issue I have with this. Christianity will accept them. If you go to any posts, you see countless of Christians accepting her, and you ask why, because that's a win for Christians. Have I mentioned that? Of course it is. This person was sitting right and left with multiple dicks in her mouth and has now found Jesus. That's how powerful he is. Praise his glory, wholeness. So the most sinful person can change. They will never admit the truth that maybe these corn stars got the bag, realized the negatives, and now they want change. And that's fine. I don't have anything against that. I don't understand those who do. Those who get upset that these models or corn actresses realize the mistake, and I honestly think it's really sad that some have bad relationships with their parents or can't find a good partner. Imagine having to go through your whole life lonely, 67 years old, and no children, no husband, home alone, possibly on Christmas while your friends are celebrating with their families. I don't get why people would be happy about that. That being said, it is the consequence of your own actions. But Lily Phillips is different, at least so far. Lily Phillips hasn't changed, which makes me wonder what's the point of this. And for this one, I don't actually feel bad, because you can't have your cake and eat it too. And this is where religion pisses me off. You want to be Christian or Muslim or Mormon, fucking shut up and be one. Do it properly. Don't give me this, I have my own versions of Christianity. No, stop sucking dick and hate gay people just like the real Christians. And also, at what point do Christians just say, you know what? We don't want this one. Because I'm pretty sure they just accept all kinds of people as long as they say, kind of fucked up. But not anymore. What god-awful thing do I have to do for Jesus to say, I don't know about this one, chief? And that's where people stop buying it, because repentance isn't a costume change. Faith isn't a plot twist. You don't dunk yourself in water and magically erase everything like it's a factory reset. Wait, you too? Little Tommy in Heaven is a story I just made up. Hey, little Tommy, look, it's your rapist. Go say hi. If you are serious, the change shows after the clip goes viral, not during it. But here's exactly why this works online. This is going viral for a reason. The internet is addicted to extremes, and there's no cleaner moral whiplash than this. From extreme sexual excess to religious rebirth, that's algorithm gold. People online are even at pointing out that this kind of arc probably wouldn't even exist without social media. The attention economy rewards escalation. So when one extreme stops hitting, you jump to the opposite one. Shock, debate, outrage, clicks, relevance. God becomes part of the content machine. So here's where I land. If she's sincere, I actually don't really care, I just realized. But if this is just another arc, another rebrand, another way to stay relevant, then I'm glad, because I love chaos. But this isn't just about her, it's about culture where nothing is sacred, nothing is private, and even faith becomes marketing. And if I'm wrong, if this is real, then prove me wrong. Not with a baptism video, but with what you do after cameras are off. Because if they're on, she'll probably be sucking the priest's dick.